Good afternoon, everyone. This is Professor Hills, a short video for our class, Introduction to Ethics Philosophy 2306 here at St. Philip's College for the summer one term of 2023. And today is Thursday, the 22nd of June, 2023. We're now getting to the end of week 3 in our 5-week summer course. And believe it or not, I mentioned yesterday was the summer solstice, right? Well, just like spring turned into summer, we have crossed over the line and we are now in the second half of our class. Yes, it turns out that the first half of this course is already done because we've got 2 essays turned in the last 2 Sundays. Got another one coming up this Sunday and the next. And then the last one we'll get to is going to be due not on a Sunday, on a Thursday, July the 7th. That's because the course ends and we'll be done. And so it's going to get here quick. But we're reading right now. We're reading chapter 4 in our textbook, Doing Ethics by Louis Fahn. And as I said in my video yesterday, it kind of lays out 2 big moral theories. First of all, it makes a distinction between a moral code and a moral theory. Moral code is just kind of a set of rules. Moral theories are about the basis of right and wrong itself. What makes something right or wrong? So this is, like I said, we're trying to dig into not just making a judgment and giving a couple of reasons, but really getting into what's the source of our belief about good and bad, right and wrong. And it lays out in our textbook the 2 big kind of sides of this, which is consequentialist theories, which say, look, we're going to look at the outcomes, the consequences, and then kind of use those to make a decision. We're going to back up, take the consequences, and then use that to determine what's good and bad, right and wrong. Or on the other side, non-consequentialist theory, which says, look, we pay attention to outcomes. They're important. The consequences matter, but we're going to be applying some rules or principles and not just looking at the outcome. And so, for example, it's the kind of thinking like, if I find a wallet stuffed full of cash, and I might think, hey, this is a great outcome for me. I've got a bunch of money in my hand. And then you find that, here in the wallet is also, an ID and a business card with a phone number. And, all of a sudden it's really clear who owns the wallet. And non-consequentialists, moral theories would say, look, this is pretty simple. The rule is you should return the wallet to the rightful owner and give them back their money. That might be a bad outcome for you because you thought you had a big windfall, but the right thing to do, even if it cuts against your own best interests, is to follow the rule, return the wallet, that kind of thinking. So we'll see examples of that type of moral theory as well as consequentialists. So we'll see a mix of those. They give examples. Again, this is a long chapter. We had a couple of chapters which were pretty, reasonably length. This one's long. So I'm glad that we've got the whole week to get through it because, again, there's a lot to unpack. We had the quick review box in the last chapter. This one has like 3 of those because it's longer. There's more, and because it's laying out both sides. Chapters 5 and chapter 6, which we're going to read, those will be the last 2 we cover, but they go more in depth about each of these 2 sides of these moral theories. I do recommend, it's got kind of a nice short summary at the very end. And so what I would tell you to do is, just to make sure it's clear, is if you read through it and you feel like it didn't really sink in or you got some questions, read that summary and then go back and try to reread it. The summary helps give you a big picture, and then you can get into the details with that kind of map there with you, like a little guide. All right, so if you've got questions about the reading, let me know. I've already had a couple of questions also about the upcoming case study. I'll do more on the case study tomorrow. But for now, read, think, and let me know. Send me a message if you got any questions. I've been kind of responding as they've come in about the chapter. All right, take care. keep an eye on the chapter 4 and the case study due on Sunday night.